Hello, Sparrows. It's another Wisdom Wednesday. Welcome into the room. We have a juicy guest tonight, Danielle Nichole Spoon, coming from Valerie. We're going to be talking about weight loss and the importance of the consciousness of good health. Yeah, come on into the room. I am Valerie Miller of TVM, the Valerie Miller. Double fold this very moment, you have opportunity to change. And it's that type of lifestyle that we're all looking for now. It's that type of lifestyle where we're healthy, we're happy, we're living prosperous lives. Let's talk about it. Welcome on in. Welcome in. Hi, Kevin. Let's see if we can get Danielle in here. She should be in momentarily. And of course, here I am trying to deal with this camera yet again. She should be in momentarily. How is your Wisdom Wednesday? How has your day been? What's new? What's juicy? What's been happening? Talk to me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Time is going by super fast here lately. I know it is for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but the days have done this. It's been doing this here lately. I know time moved forward, but my goodness. Really? Really? I remember my dad said, you know, the older you get, by 25, life moves quicker. And I was like, okay, yeah, right, Daddy. That's what I said. Yeah, right, Dad. And lo and behold, I am double 25. And I promise you, once again, my dad's right. My gosh. However, it is a beautiful day. It is Wisdom Wednesday. And it's so much to be grateful for. I'm grateful that I got my gratitude time post on early today. As a matter of fact, I think I've gotten it on twice early this week. So it's just a beautiful thing. And what I will say is be grateful for something every day. Every moment, actually. You know, life tends to delve out surprises from time to time. And during those moments, I know for me, and this is just a minor suggestion, little one, go into gratitude mode. That's what I do. It makes such a difference in your life, and it shifts your day. It shifts it. And I see Danielle's trying to come on, so let me see if I can invite her in again, and then we can get this juicy conversation started. Hello, Pam. Hey, how are you, sis? So good to see you in the room. Welcome to all of you coming in. Hi, Danielle. I can't hear you, dear. Sheldon, welcome into the room. Sheldon, welcome into the room.
I don't know what's going on.
It's echoing.
It's echoing. It's something interfere. Let me see if I can fix it.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. We don't have to.
Not tonight.
Is that better?
While. Actually,
Is that?
It is.
Hopefully that is okay. Good. Because the other headset that I have. Okay. Good. Good. As long as this one works.
Yes. You look great.
Thanks. I tried
How
to
are
have on
you?
something other than workout clothes. I'm good. Struggling mom of two, but I am good.
You look fabulous to be a mom of two.
Thank you.
You did good. I promise you. This is so easy breezy. I'm just grateful to have you on. And I know it seems like it's been forever ago since we talked about you coming on. And now the time is here. That's what I was just saying.
I'm very glad
Time is
to be
moving
here.
so quickly. Yeah, it is. So welcome in. And
Thank you.
You're welcome. Before we go ahead and get started with the conversation, If you've noticed, I said, please share, 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 as sharing is caring, because this is the type of conversation we all need to partake in when it comes to reassessing ourselves and knowing that we consciously have to be a decision maker in our lives to make it the greatest life. And sometimes we are living in certain ways to where we're not at our best. We're not, and it reflects. So whenever we know these things are taking place, let's do something about shifting that attitude and that mindset, being conscious of
Absolutely.
everything and every aspect of our lives. So hello, Kimberly. Hi, Sheila. Can you see the comments, Danielle?
Yes, ma'am. I can.
Great. Well, I've already introduced myself. I was just kind of just fooling around and waiting for you to come in. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell a little bit about who you are and why we even connect in the first place. How about that?
Okay. Well, I am Danielle Spoon. I am an 80K independent brand promoter for Lavelle, which is a really amazing company. For me personally, I'm a super friendly person. And so I know that we connected I guess we liked each other's profile pictures and we wanted to connect and broaden our network. And so you reached out to me with one of the sweetest messages ever, and I couldn't get back to it. And then I believe I sent you a birthday message to reconnect, and you were so kind, just telling me how thoughtful that was to you. And we just kind of hit it off and became really good friends very quickly. But me personally, I am, like I said, I work for a company called Lavelle. I'm a mom of 2, and I have like the wonderful child and then the wild child. They're both amazing kids, but they are a struggle at times. They're a lot to keep up with, so I chase 2 children all day long. I am a stay-at-home and work-at-home mother. I have my one son is in first grade. He's 6. And then my other baby is about to turn 17 months. And then I am, of course, been married for almost 11 years. Mm-hmm. And while we've had our ups and downs, it is the best relationship I could have ever asked for. He is a wonderful husband, a great business partner, a wonderful father, and he is a hard worker. So we make a really great team. But life is good.
Life is good. And, we're talking about weight management. Choosing the lifestyle to live healthy, be conscious of our health, and not just what we eat, not just exercise, but the mentality that we possess. Who are we? How do we feel? What does it encompass? What are you displaying to the world every day in your appearance? Because it shows whether we want to accept that or not. But what are we doing about giving ourselves the ultimate best health consciously? Are we looking at it? Are we assessing? It's easy for me to say that I do. It's easy for you to say that you do now, but it took some type of a health concern to make us have that conversation with ourselves. I know for me, it was many years ago, probably early 90s. I had a physical and went to the doctor, and it had high cholesterol. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have high cholesterol. What is that? And so that's when I became more conscious and started living according to that, watching what I ate and where I ate and all of the foods like that. So to say that I'm organic right now, absolutely, because I learned to put myself first when it comes to that. So what would be your story that caused you to have the mindset shift to have a conscious lifestyle and health?
Right. It's a lot of things. When my son was probably about 4 years old, I found myself yelling at him for asking me questions in the morning before I had my cup of coffee. And I realized then that that's not what a mom is supposed to be. I've lost 4 babies in the process of having children, and so health was a concern, but I wasn't sure how to fix it in order to be the right house for a child.
Right.
Then when I finally became a mom, postpartum depression, anxiety, sadness, grief, all of those things kind of just hit me all at once. But after I had my first son, I gained 90 pounds in 2.5 years, just eating my feelings, stress of work, the struggle of marriage, because marriage is a hard road.
Yes.
But I was exhausted. I was miserable. Like I said, I'd gained so much weight that I went from about this size to a size 18 very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not productive. Like I said, I was very overweight. I was tired. I really just hated my life, and I was not confident in anything anymore. And I masked all of that with the fat jokes and sleeping my life away because I was so tired. I wasn't the best mom for my son, and my marriage was falling apart because of the lack of confidence that I had in myself and the arguments and not being able to keep up with a home, and everything just kind of built up and built up and built up until I finally said, I need a change.
Yeah.
Like, something has got to give,
Yeah.
or I'm going to end up divorced and missing out on my son's life. There was just a lot of things that I just didn't like the way my life was going, and something had to change. So that's really what caused my mindset to shift to something better has to be out there. I am not supposed to feel like I'm 85 years old. I'm not supposed to be sleeping my life away. I'm not supposed to be what I was and relying on coffee, energy drinks, McDonald's, all of those things to try to get me through the day, sleeves and sleeves of Chips Ahoy cookies. It just wasn't the life I was supposed to live. There had to be something more. And so that's really where the shift happened.
Mm-hmm. And it's easy to do, especially with kids, or like in my case, being single and out and busy, with life. It's easy to swing in and get something through from the drive-through, or eating out in restaurants all the time because you're traveling with work, or if you have to take care of a parent or whatever. Sometimes you're just so busy. It's easier, or at least we think it is at the time, to just pick up something quick. And then life, shifts us something that we're not looking for, like losing children. And my condolences on that. I know exactly what it feels like, being there myself 3 times. And you don't understand why these things happen in life. Why am I feeling this way? And it's easy to eat your feelings. It's easy to hide away, keep the drapery drawn, the blinds closed, in the bed curled up, and at the same time continuing to eat while we're doing it. Not happy about the chunky or the fat jokes, but you put on the mask and accept that because you feel that's just a part of what your life looks like. And it doesn't have to be, because something broke. Life has dealt something that shift you those emotions, and we don't always know how to pull ourselves out of that. We have to learn how to pull up. But in the meantime, you are consciously saying, you know what, I'm better than that. I remember when, what is happening here, and looking at the full scope. And it is something that shakes you and say, hey, you know what, you better get some fitness. You better get up. You need to do something different if you want a different outcome. And that's what it took for me, with just getting that doctor's report saying not high blood pressure, but high cholesterol. And I knew I didn't want it to progress from that, because you're a small frame person or you're a larger frame person, it does not mean that you're healthy because you're slim or you're small. You can be in worse shape than someone that could be overweight. So looking at that, and you knew that it was time for something different. What happened when you decided to change?
Well, a friend of mine shared with me for about a year these amazing products that she had been trying, and every time I had a post about feeling tired, every time that I made a post about how I hated my body, every time that I made comment after comment of just how my life was so miserable and how I was ready for a nap, she would be super pleasantly persistent in saying, please just give this a try. Please just give your life a second chance. Please do this with me. And I would always tell her no, because I had tried everything in the book. And finally, whenever that mindset hit that I needed to do something for me, or things were about to go in a direction that I wasn't ready for,
Right.
and that I did not want for my son and my husband, and I finally just said yes to an opportunity and a change to try one more thing to see if it worked. I had been in the gym, I had been counting calories, I had been doing all the things that I thought that I was supposed to do, and I would lose maybe 1 or 2 pounds a month.
Right.
And it just never fixed. Nothing ever worked. And then I finally realized that in starting with Lavelle and starting Thrive, that my nutrition is where I lacked. I wasn't getting the right vitamins. I wasn't getting the right minerals. I wasn't putting in my body what I was supposed to. And what I've learned over the past almost 3 years of doing this is that our nutritional gaps can't truly be filled by what we eat. We have to really fuel our body with the right nutrition. And if that requires supplements, then so be it. When I got my product in the mail, I was definitely very skeptical of what this was. Like I said, I'd tried so many other things that why would this work? But what I found out is that it was just that, natural vitamins and minerals to help you fill your nutritional gaps.
Right.
So I started, it's a simple 3-step program. You take your capsules first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Then you do your lifestyle mix, which is the best shake you will ever have in your life.
Oh my.
And then you put on a DFT, which is just a dermafusion technology sticker that infuses vitamins through your skin. And I never thought, yeah, it's super interesting. And it's so great that it works all together. But to know that I can do 3 steps, 30 minutes in the morning, and change my life. Within an hour of doing this, the very first day, I had energy. And I called my mom on the way to work, and I said, hey mom, like, it's a great day. I was just talking her ear off at 8 in the morning, and she was like, what is going on with you? Because you are the child that was always tired. Like, you came out of the womb tired. What is different? And I said, I have energy, and I tried this product called Thrive. And that day just went super smooth. I barely had my first cup of coffee. And day 3, I got through the entire day. Day 3, I called my husband on the way back from work after a really productive day, not feeling tired. And I said, if this is what it means to thrive, I want to do it every day for the rest of my life.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a game changer for sure. By the end of my first month, I had lost 2 pant sizes, which was insane for me. Like I said, I'd tried it all,
Right.
but nothing ever worked. And finally this did. And, we were both super skeptical. He had literally told me, no, he did not want me to do this in the first place. And by almost day 30, when I asked if I could do like my second month, he was so for it. He said, please order it. We'll make it happen. I got my wife back. Jonathan has a mom that is playing with him and dancing in the kitchen. And I find you singing again, which singing was my passion, but I lost that in the overwhelming power of sadness and grief and eating my feelings and losing my confidence. He was like, you're singing again. I love to just hear you sing. And so everybody got back the person that they should have had. Instead of me giving what was left of me at the end of the day, I was giving all of me.
Exactly.
So it totally changed our lives within less than 30 days. And then my husband decided to try the product. He is still doing it. We have a kids line as well that my kids are on. And
good to know.
it's a game changer. I love it. I know that now, I lost 44 pounds in 8 months just doing Thrive alone, chasing a little one.
Right.
Then I got pregnant with my second. Pretty much gained all of my weight back. So that was kind of a 10-month gap for me. I gained everything back. But by the time my second son was 12 months old, I was down a full 70 pounds. I haven't had any coffee, energy drinks. I don't need any of that stuff. And I can probably count on one hand, how many times I've actually taken a nap in the past almost 3 years, which is insane to me to be able to have that much energy. I know, it's amazing. So this product is definitely a game changer if you want to live your best life.
Let me ask you this. Now, is it herbal? Or
It is plant-based.
Okay.
Everything is gluten-free. It is diabetic friendly. It is non-GMO, and we source everything from plants around the United States. So it is definitely a plant-based vitamin and mineral product.
Okay. Because that was what I was looking at. Being an herb girl myself, everything has to be, plant-based, herbal, organic, that type of thing. However, at the same time, I know firsthand how well that works. I know how it
Yes.
works. And having that as a part of my own lifestyle, it's beneficial when you can have 3 steps to get you from a size 18 to what size are you now?
I'm a size 4 now. And I love it.
It is a great thing. So we're
It
the
is.
same size. And it took a year for you to transition back, and that's in between having a child. You had a baby in between that. So you gained all the weight back from the first experience of loss,
Right.
and then you transition it right back down again because you found something that actually works. And
Absolutely.
I feel like once you make your mind up, you always get a better outcome. If you're reluctant and you continue to be reluctant and not, say for instance, you didn't do all 3 steps every day, you had some excuse with that. And I feel like anybody who's hungry for a true change in their lives will do what's necessary to get where you're going, because you don't know what that final result is going to be. And when you emailed me your pictures, I gasped. I did. And I told you I gasped because that's tremendous. It is tremendous.
I feel amazing. It is a true testimony of consistency and believing in something and believing in a better life for yourself. Now, I will definitely tell you that diet and exercise truly did help me more so at the end. I never added diet and exercise in until I got to a place where we were getting ready to go to the beach, and I felt like I was doing like super good. And I tried on this bathing suit that I really wanted to wear, and I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, no, this is not happening. So I decided that in order to move from the plateau that I was at and to get down to where I wanted to be, I had to make some sacrifices and say, it was about 8 months postpartum after I had Levi, and I started working out, started dieting, and then the weight started falling off. The toning happened. Granted, I still have loose skin. That's one of the questions that a lot of people ask me. I have loose skin, yes, from having 2 babies and gaining weight so very quickly and losing it. But I am so much more comfortable even in the loose skin, I am more comfortable. I love to shop. I love all of those things that I used to hate to do. I like to do it now. I like to go shopping. And that was one of the things when I was a size 18 at 5'3", I didn't feel comfortable with. And now I love my body. And it is so nice to get to that place whenever you hated yourself 110%.
It is. And the only person who can get you there is you. And deciding to do it. Be willing to make those sacrifices. Let the cookies go. Let the ice cream go. Finding an alternative to that. That was the biggest challenge at first. However, now once you teach yourself the importance of nutrition and how important it is to move your body, you can't lose weight and sit still. You can't. You have to get up, utilize something, do something with the energy, because you get so much of it, you cannot stop. You can't stop. So you need to go ahead and apply it accordingly and do something that's going to contribute to a greater heart. It's going to keep a smile on your face. Your confidence is lifted now. You want to go out. You want to go shopping. You open your drapery and your blinds. The sun looks different. The air feels different because you've become a new person because you've allowed yourself to live.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is the weight. It was almost like there was a black cloud that hung over my head for a very long time. And I never felt like I was good enough. I never felt like I was pretty enough. I never felt like I deserved anything. Just due to the life that I lived. And with this, the sun, like you said, the sun is different. The grass is greener. The life is just better. and you
Yes, it
see
is.
things in a more positive light because you're fueling your body with the right things. And so your brain literally starts to change because you're giving your body what it needs, and you start seeing things in a whole new light. And life is just, it's
It's
better. It's
beautiful.
so hard to explain.
It's
It
absolutely
is.
beautiful. And you want to get out and experience things that you never experienced before. You never even had an idea to want to do that. But now that your life is different, you want to become different. You cannot become that person or stay to be that person because your attitude is changed. You look at life
Absolutely.
differently. You want to
Right.
tell everybody about your experience, even if they don't want to listen. They obviously see, and then you have the conversation with either family or friends and say, well, how did you do it? Well, what did you do? And then you go into sharing that, and then you get that pushback or that apprehension because they're not willing to do the sacrifices or make those contributions to self as you did. And that can be frustrating. I know it is for me to hear because I'm constantly on it. Like, well, if you eat this, this will happen. If you do this, you can get that. But then the first thing, well, I'm not doing that. What's wrong with you? You shouldn't even, why are you doing that? I said, because I love being fabulous. I love feeling fabulous. I love looking fabulous because I am fabulous. And as long as you have a fabulous attitude, you're going to do everything feasible to maintain that bursts of endorphins that you get every time you pull up those jeans and they fit. Every time that dress hangs in the right place. And you don't have to put on Spanx. You don't have to do all of these things or buy all of these contraptions to give the illusion of who you want to be when you can actually be.
Right. It is so rewarding. Like
Yeah.
you said, the times that I went into the dressing room thinking that I was a 14 and I came out of the dressing room, out of the store carrying a size 10. Um, the moment that I bought my very first size 8, the moment that I bought the 6, the moment that I bought the 4, it was so rewarding. And like I said, I love to shop now because I didn't have that desire to try on another 3X top because I knew that everything had to be 3X in order for it to fit me, or I needed an 18, or, and now it's like, oh my God, I can fit in an extra small. I can fit in a small. It's so nice to be back where I wanted to be. I even found some posts from that time frame where I hated myself, and I found posts that I was like, I'm so disgusted with my body. I'm so disgusted with myself. How did I get here? And honestly, part of me didn't even know how I got there so fast. But like you said, making the decision to change, it makes you want to do things. It makes you want to get out and do things. We go to the park. We go to the grocery store. We go everywhere. And with this company, because I know that we had talked about possibly adding in some business stuff too.
Yeah.
With this company, I've been able to travel the world, which I've never thought that I would ever be able to do as a mom. Or at all,
Right.
because of my financial situation with just being married, being in debt from school, all the things that we had just dealt with in life. We lived paycheck to not even paycheck. And
Right.
this company, when I realized what it could do for me, changed our lives completely. I'm just going to share like snippets, but I know
Okay.
that within the first 14 days with this company, you can earn up to $1,320 in bonuses, which is doable. You can also earn a vehicle at the second rank in the company, which my husband and I have both done. We have 2017 brand new Lexuses that we pulled off of the dealership driveway, and we
Congratulations.
never, thank you, we never thought we would be able to do that. I have been on, I think I've probably been 8 different places with this company for virtually cost-free. Most of them have been paid for: plane ticket, hotel, food. Been out of the country for the first time ever in my life because of this company.
Great.
So I've gotten to go to Canada and Mexico and the Dominican Republic. We just got back from the Dominican at the beginning of March. So my life completely shifted. Like I said, I never thought that I would travel, and I love to do it now, and I love to be able to go for free.
Who
Of
would?
course, I earn those trips, but I work hard, and I get to go somewhere because I've earned those trips and they pay for it. because I earn my vehicle. They pay for that, and my husband's car, because we earn those vehicles. They pay our payment every single month. And I get to stay home. I worked a full-time job before this. I got let go from 2 jobs before that. I felt like I could never do anything right, and a lot of it had to do with my focus and my mental clarity. Those were the things that they had drilled into me, that you need to get these things together, or things are going to have to, you're going to have to move along. And so getting all of those things together, being able to work full-time after that, and then realizing that I could make more money doing this. And honestly, I make more money than my husband. Now doing this and paying for our vehicles and all of those things. So this could be a financial shift for you as well. And for me, I thought that I always had to live broke.
Right.
And you don't have to live broke at all.
I think that it says a lot. And I want to say the difference is, if the product worked the way it did for you, is something you believe in. And when you are in a career that you don't believe in and it's just for the paycheck, it makes a difference. However, you had a double fold because you tried a product that you were reluctant to try for an entire year. So you gave it a shot, received the results, now you believe in it. You have the testimony that you can share with other people. That is significant. So now that you've had it tried and true, not once, but twice. So why not become a part of the team for the product that's giving you a new life? So now you not just understand it, you love what you do, because you get to share your honest, true, vulnerable, transparent stories with your clients, with anyone you cross paths with, which makes you believable. You have proof of that. So when that passion comes across, when you are meeting someone, or you can recognize in somebody else all of the things that you went through before, because we learn to recognize behaviors, or how you sit, how your hair is, what you're looking like. I know I can pick somebody out of a crowd when it comes to things like that. And then just having subtle conversation. So knowing those things, it makes sense for you to be in the business, because you have been introduced to so many new things because of one product.
Right. And just from saying the word yes to a change, to a mindset shift, just from that, we have changed, just on our team alone, we've changed over 6,000 people's lives within less than 3 years. And to know that the way my story is,
Okay. You're freezing a little bit. Can you hear me? No sound, my dear. Yeah, we lost you for a moment. Caitlin, you're asking what is TVM is the Valerie Miller. It's my company. This very moment, you have opportunity to. So it's a double. TVM. Yeah. Echoing.
sorry.
It's okay.
It
Just went out for a moment. It could be the connection. Say something now. Let's see if we can hear you.
I'm so sorry.
It's a little bit. I think you may be able to get through. You're freezing for whatever reason. However, in the meantime, everyone who's come into the room, don't think for a moment that we're ignoring you. We're not. It's just juicy conversation as always. So welcome to the room. If you are a veteran, be sure to put #veteran in comments. If you're a newbie, #newbie. And if you are a follower of Danielle's, be sure to put #visitor. Yes. How about now, Danielle? You're sideways, my dear. It's so unscripted here. Every week, you never know when something of mystery is going to take place in the room. And that's the very reason. Yeah, I think it could be that. Could you disconnect the Bluetooth? Could you disconnect the Bluetooth?
Yeah, but then it messes me up with my headset and it makes it echo.
Uh-oh.
Let me find my. Hold on 1 second.
It is really
Okay.
It is really okay. As you know, when it comes to, I hear myself.
Do you guys
Do you guys hear me echoing? Please hear me echo. Please
let me know
by pressing thumbs.
Let me know
Let me know if I'm echoing
with you guys.
with you guys.
However, it's
Just one of those things.
all
What is happening? Within
the website.
the website.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Thank you, Suzanne.
But we're going to see in just a minute, and then we'll just carry on.
I'm so sorry. My 16-month-old is having a breakdown.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Go in and quieten the baby. I'm just going to continue to talk.
Let me in.
So
Let me
think
in.
about, all of the times that you've been
I'm still on the call. Be quiet.
you need to make some changes in your life and just have not made the decision to do so yet. Whether if it's with a Thrive product or whatever, it could be Jenny Craig. I worked with Jenny Craig for a while and loved it. I loved working with my clients and did a lot of above and beyond type of situations, with my clients to ensure that they reach their goals of weight loss. And not just the weight loss, is maintaining it because their lives change due to that. Hello, cutie pie. And so
Say
that's
hi.
what you have to look at, the overall experience of your life and what is going to happen when you decide to make it better. That's what it's like. And so even with BUB Fabulous 365 is a program I have now, it's amazing. It's amazing. I put myself on it throughout the year of 2018, and that's what you see right now. And what is that,
I'm so
sir?
sorry. Yeah, he wants to tell you. Well, I think he's hungry. Hold on a second.
Hungry.
Hold on a second. Yes, this is close to bedtime, so he is ready for nighttime. Hey, why don't you say hi? Can you?
Hello.
This is Levi.
Hi,
Say
Levi.
hi.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I understand
Here, would you
how
like?
it feels
Would you
when
like
you're
a
hungry.
snack? Would you like a snack? Let me and Miss Valerie finish talking real quick, and you can have a snack.
He is not
It's a
feeling.
terrible life.
He said no.
Right? No, he is.
Yeah, do what you
He
have.
is my wild child, so I definitely.
He's the
Here you go,
wild
baby.
child.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of spunk, and I think that's why I'm very thankful for Thrive, because it gets me through the day and it helps me keep up with this. So
It's
he is.
reality.
It is a reality for sure. He
Reality.
is busy. My 6-year-old is very. He has like OCD tendencies, so everything has to be done a certain way. So we can all butt heads or we can all work together, and I feel like Thrive just helps me do that with a little bit more patience, and a little bit more, or a lot more energy to be able to keep up. So
Vital.
you got your chicken?
It
He's
is
happy
vital.
now. Yeah. Yeah, you got chicken.
Yes. So if you need to wrap this up to take care and be
I'm so
mom.
sorry.
No, don't apologize. I understand wholehearted because you're not going to focus. You can't do this and that at the same time. However,
It's
baby
hard to
first.
it is hard to mom, of course, and run a business, but it can be done. You just have to find the right time to make time for family and make time for business and make time for yourself as well.
Exactly.
But one thing that I have learned with this is that if you take care of you, you can water the garden a whole lot better than trying to water it with an empty watering can. And so that's what I feel like with Thrive, is that you are taking care of you to start your morning off correctly and to get the right vitamins and nutrition you need. And then in order to grow your garden, whatever that may be, either your family, your home, your business, you can do all of those things as long as you start with you first.
I agree wholehearted with that. And you water your garden by taking care of your child right now. We can always continue this at another time. What I would like for you to do, when time permits, if you go back into comments and be sure to put your contact information there. It could be several people that I've noticed that have shown some interest today
Okay.
that may want to speak with you off scene.
Okay. Yeah,
Everyone
that'd be great. And I will
wanting
put
to do
my
that.
I'll put some before and after pictures in the comments too, if
Yeah,
anybody is interested in looking at those.
I think that would be
I
great.
do apologize again for the whole mom life
No
issue.
worries.
It lasted longer than I thought that it would, so that's pretty helpful. My
We're
husband is
grateful
at
for that.
work.
We are
My husband is
grateful.
at work, so it's, you do what you can do with the kids that you have and how they act. So
Absolutely. So I
well, thank
say,
you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And hopefully
you're
some people
welcome.
got some information before I had to cut out. I apologize.
Don't apologize. Duty calls. So you just handle that phase of it, and we can continue this another time. Your family, be a sparrow. Go handle it
Thank
with
you.
the children. And
I will.
I'm just going to carry on. It's that easy.
Absolutely.
It's that
Thank you
easy.
so much for
You're
having me
welcome.
on. I really appreciate the opportunity. Bye, everybody. Say bye.
Bye, Levi.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Ciao. Yes, Sparrow, that's it. We have Danielle, and she has to go because duty calls with mom. So what can you do about that? Other than nothing, she needs to handle that. And we kind of knew it was going to be coming about. Levi's hungry. He is hungry, and I am not mad at him for wanting to be served right now. I feel like that sometimes myself. So, like I said, it's time to show self-care more so than any time before. Be conscious, love yourself, and know yourself well enough to say, okay, I'm going to make some changes. And it's not about being thin. Everybody is not cut out to be thin. Just feel comfortable in your own skin. Be you and be fabulous. 365. Seriously, because no matter what your life looks like, you can always contribute to your best self. And it starts with you making a decision and wanting to do that. So whatever size you look your best in, I don't care if it's a 2, a 4, a 6, 8, 10, 12. Whatever self you look in that mirror and you see yourself and say, you know what, I look fabulous. And when you can say I look fabulous in everything, and you're doing all of these moves and you're turning around to the back and you're bouncing and doing all this stuff, that's when you're in your happy place. You have to go back and reassess yourself with every area of your life. I say it every single week, weekend, and week out. Assess your life, assess your relationships. You may see where I have 5 key solutions to mastering relationships. That class starts tomorrow. It's 3 time slots, 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So it's no reason to not better your life in relationships, because when you better your life in relationships, it's not just in your love relationships, it's relationships period with everybody. Family, co-workers. Those are the benefits of taking the time of assessing yourself and making changes where it's necessary. So it falls under the same scope when it comes to your health. And if you don't take care of yourself, how about you just won't even be here? You won't be here at all. And then everybody else has got to go through all the grief and things because you're now gone because you didn't love yourself to make changes. Make attempts to get the best doctor's reports that you can when you go. And we get older and things happen, things shift. We have to be more focused and conscious of what's happening in our lives, what we eat, how much rest we get, the careers that we have, avoiding stress in our lives, the faith, how faithful are we? Are we in alignment to do the things that we're supposed to do? So when you take initiative to assess your life accordingly, then you live richer, fuller, vibrant, endless lives. At least it feels endless during the times, because we don't know how much time we have on this earth to enjoy it. So why not make it fabulous? Because to me, life is living in freedom every day. Danielle talked about how she can stay home with the kids. She talked about 2 cars that they have because she fell in love with a system that changed her life. I can say the same thing for myself, but it's a lifestyle that you have to choose for yourself. and whether if it's, connecting with Thrive, whether if it's some other weight management. I say just change what you eat. I don't believe in weight loss systems. I don't believe in weight loss products. I don't believe in any of that. It all starts with what you put in your mouth. And it starts with an attitude. It starts with your mindset. It starts with you choosing to have the best life. Anything that says losing weight or products that can cause you to shift and lose weight. Don't believe in any of that. It's your mindset, it's your choices that you make every single day that gives you the outcome. That's what it is. That's what it is. You choosing to have the greatest life you possibly can. So I want to thank each and every one of you Sparrows for coming in to the room and joining Danielle and myself tonight. Because nutrition has to be number one. Please just love yourself, care enough, show self-care, to be mindful, to care about the nutrition, the foods that you choose, organic or not, cooking more at home versus eating out. It's a number of things that can be done. If you need assistance, I'm here for you. You can talk to Danielle. We do the same things in essence. Mine just is a little bit different than hers, but at the end of the day, we're on the same road to the same destination. Living healthy and fulfilled lives, feeling great, having energy, having more time for our family and the things that we choose to do in our lives. So that's basically what it is. So enjoy the rest of your evening. You get a little time back, maybe 10 minutes, not much, but I am so grateful to have had Danielle on tonight because she is absolutely amazing, and she is someone that you should reach out and talk to and connect with because she has a story that's worthy of listening to and understanding, and she can only tell you her testimony by her vision of what you see. She took it by the horns and she changed her life. And I commend her for that. And I commend anybody who chooses to make themselves greater in life. I really do. Hi, Sandy Longo. So that's about it for this evening. And it was a pleasure having you on, Danielle. And anytime, you are more than welcome to come on into TVM for sure. Hi, Fabian. You come in right at the tail end, sir. You're going to have to catch the replay because I'm actually wrapping up for tonight. But I tell you what, if you have any questions while I am on, by all means, put them in comments, whether if it's for myself or Danielle. Even though Danielle had to leave the room, she still has access to your comments, and she'll be more than happy, I'm sure, to go in and respond to any questions that you may put into comments. And we both will go through and respond to each of you as well. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle for the evening. That's what I'm going to do. I don't see any additional comments coming up. Okay, love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude and soar in all you do. I love you, mean it. Smooches.